Hey YouTubers, this is EMDSD14R with a extra cool video today. This is what I got today, part 2. And as you guys can see, I got some really good goodies today. Alright, let's start off. This is my greased Gremlin 1978 Hot Wheels. It's AMC 5. It's got all the great details on it. Found this at Nicholas Smith Trains today. And it was in a box of cars that were on sale, and it was way at the bottom, and it was facing in the box like that, and it stuck out, and I looked at it, I was like, ooh, the fin was a little bit bent, but I fixed it. Other than that, there's no chips on it. It rolls great. The real funny thing about this one is, I did research on it, and on the Hot Wheels website that my friends in New Zealand told me about. Hi guys, how you doing? Hope all is well. I need your help with this because this car, on the Hot Wheels website, they said they started making these in '79, but I did some research. I found that some of these were made in uh, some were made in '76 in Hong Kong, and then there was only one thing I found that said that some of these were made in '78. Mine is the '78 version that was made in Hong Kong. And I believe that this is the first old Hot Wheels that I have that was made in Hong Kong. Now, most of the pictures and information I've seen about these cars, they're pretty beat up and the fin is pretty much bent inward. But this one is not to be the case. I mean, it was a little bit bent over here, but I fixed it up and it doesn't even look like that. So yeah, and it rolls great. I mean, look at that. Axles are perfect and everything. I liked it, and I got it for a good deal. So yeah, I also picked up some 36 flat black wheel sets, metal ones. I also got some 33s. I found some steel mill gondolas that I've been needing. These have steel beams on them. I found 3 of them today, all in great condition. This one has plastic wheels. They will be changed. This one, and I think this one, yeah, these two have metal wheels on them, which is cool. And these will be, I have 2 more downstairs that are brown, but they say Logging Company on them. But those would be for my steel mill flat cars. These are my steel mill flat cars. The tops do dump. Even though these are log cars, I'm going to use these as steel mill cars because a lot of the flat cars at former Inland Steel Mill plant in Chicago, it's still in existence, but it's not known as Inland Steel anymore. They had flat cars like these to carry the hot pieces of steel, and and these cars look almost the same. And there's no other company. I think they're called Coax. I'm not sure if that's the right name. They're COXO. No, COX. I'm not sure if that's the right name, but I'll check. My other ones say it, but these don't. But these flat cars come close to those. I found an old Athearn blue box, heavy duty flat. Yay! Now, the super tank car number 2 can finally get done. I know you guys are probably saying, why are you gonna take this car apart? I'm not gonna. I'm just taking the trucks off because I can't find. I couldn't find them anywhere else. Nicholas Smith had 3 of these there. They had one on the back shelf for $10, which I was not paying $10 for one of these. Then they had another one in another box for $5, but it only had one of the double span bolster trucks. Then I went into the back. I went into another set of boxes and I found this one. So yeah, this one was the best of all. Well, the one that was $10 was in great shape, but I didn't want to spend $10 for one of these cars. But this one was way cheaper, and it's heavy too. Now I'm gonna rebuild this car into something else. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna rebuild it. But the trucks are perfect. I'm gonna put knuckle couplers on it and everything. I bought my 146 whisker couplers. By the way, if you were gonna body mount, like if you have old Bachmann coaches or old Ryko or River Rossi passenger coaches, and you're having trouble putting body mounted knuckles on them and you're using short shank, I recommend changing to the long shank couplers. Reason being, you have a longer shank and it allows for better rotation and allows the cars to take tighter turns. You have to mount your coupler box further back, but it'll enable you, well, unless you want it to be close coupled, you can mount it, pretty far, like not all the way back, but enough that you can actually have your passenger cars take sharp turns. And it'll enable your passenger cars to do that. I tried these on my custom head and power car, and that thing hasn't jumped. It doesn't lean anymore. So highly recommend if you're going to use these if you're going to do passenger car upgrades with KD couplers, get the 146 whisker couplers. I bought 148 whisker couplers in a 2-pair for my freight cars. Good, highly recommend these. And I bought the 256 stainless steel screws. These are the super long ones. I highly recommend these for if you're going to be mounting trucks to like trucks on freight cars, or if you have a very funny freight car. I highly recommend using these to mount couplers on those real funny freight cars that have like odd places to put couplers at. What I usually do is I cut them to the length that I need them, and then that extra length allows me to screw the screw in super tight, which enables the coupler box to stay on. So I highly recommend that. And then last but not least, because I had to make this video quick, Phase, I think this is what, Phase 1, I think, or Phase 2. I think this is Phase 1 or Phase 2. I had to double check that. I think this is Phase 2 Amtrak. Yeah, this is Phase 2 Amtrak. Proto 1000 RDC. This is the first Amtrak RDC I've seen in years. And I've had this on layaway for a long time. Well, for not a long, maybe about a couple weeks, but picked it up today. Had to get it. I had to get this Amtrak one. Had to get it. I don't think what I paid for it should have been necessary, because as you guys can see, it's missing one of the pilots on the front. And come to find out, the pilots are removable, but they're supposed to be glued on. But anyway, for what I paid for it, I don't think it should have been that much, because it's missing that crucial detail. I'm probably gonna have to scratch build one, but if I can find, someone that has like a dummy one and they don't want it anymore, I'll use the pilot off of that one and then rebuild that other pilot into something else, or I'll just scratch build one. I don't know if I have enough tools or enough materials to do that though, but she runs. She's a great runner. So now in my collection I have 3 proto RDCs. This is an RDC 2. The RDC 2 is the baggage coach combination. RDC 3s are the baggage coach and ROPs. The RDC 1s are the coaches. Now, I hope I'm right on that. I think I'm right on that. Anyway, I have a B&O RDC 3, which is the baggage and coach. Then I have do I? No, it's RDC 2. So I have B&O RDC 2, and then I have the MBTA RDC 3, and then I have this RDC 2. So yeah, I have 2 versions and they're all different: B&O, Amtrak, and MBTA. I'm probably going to put knuckle couplers on this, but I'm probably not going to do that yet until I get this pilot issue worked out. But she does run, and I will be making a video of her. I'm probably going to upload the surprise video of her first before I upload this one, because I did say in my last video I had a surprise train that I was going to show you guys. So before I upload this one, that video will be posted definitely, and you'll understand why, because, yeah, I just wanted to do it that way. But she's very heavy, great runner. Haven't seen an Amtrak RDC in a long time, in years, in fact. Like, I used to go to Nicholas Smith maybe a year and a half ago to 2 years ago. Nicholas Smith still had at least 3 RDC Amtraks in their shop, and they were all RDC 1s. And there's been many times where I picked them up, and they were on sale for dirt cheap, and I never bought them. When I did actually decide to buy them, they were gone. So I kicked myself for many years because I didn't have an Amtrak RDC, but now I don't have to kick myself anymore, so, my foot can actually rest now. That was a joke. Okay, but yeah, very, very, very beautiful car. Everything is good on this car except for that pilot, and that really bothers me. So I'm going to try to work that out, okay, everybody? Y'all be cool. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace, y'all.